Hey folks, it's Jim. Doing a quick improv face covering setup. Again, I don't know how safe this is. My disclaimer, I don't know the safety of any of this, or if it's healthy or anything like that, or if it could cause health problems. So my disclaimer is you alone are responsible for your health, well-being, and safety. And I'm in no way recommending that you do this. This is just something that I came up with for me. That is my disclaimer. Okay, but let's take a look at what we've got here. First off, I've got regular old dust mask, right? One layer of protection. Then we've got paper towel on this side, and we've got paper towel on the inside, right? And then we're going to be folding this up, right? So now I've got multiple layers of protection, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 layers of covering that will cover my whole face and breathing area. Then I have balaclava. This is very thick, cold weather, so around my face, if you'll see, is super thick, and around our chin and our nose are really thick as well too. So once I get all this on, then I'll put this over the top, and now I'm feeling pretty darn secure. You know, add to that a face shield, and we're doing pretty good, aren't we? So, you know, and it's better than nothing, isn't it? It's better than nothing, right? Because we don't know if this is aerosol yet or not. I believe it is. However, we don't know. We will find out in time. So when I'm out in public, I'm wearing my redneck getup, and the reason why is, you know, you add in your mask as well, because I think it's aerosol. So as I'm walking around one of the stores or whatnot, I could be walking right through somebody's mist who was just there a minute or two earlier that I didn't see cough, sneeze, or whatever. So I'm going to stay covered up so I don't get this stuff. But I just wanted to share this, that, you know, we can come up with maybe a lot of ideas, come up with as many as you can, and see what you can do with what you have available right now. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Because this, you know, we may wind up with a worse virus someday, right? And then we'll all have to be covering up. And we already see now that all that PPE gear is gone, isn't it? Obviously right now a respirator would be the best thing, something you could decontaminate. But then again, many of you don't have those, do you? And they're probably not very available anymore. So now you got to work with what you got. So this is just something that I thought of real quick. I've come up with 10 different options for my setups. And again, disclaimer, I don't know the safety of any of this. So you alone have to make all of those decisions for yourself as to what is safe and not safe for you. I just know this is stuff that I am coming up with for myself to use in a pinch. What I found was when I did this setup, all of them together, okay, I have multiple layers. It basically winds up being 10 layers of protection. I felt very comfortable, much more comfortable than an N95 mask that moves on your face as you're trying to shop and all that stuff. This stayed in place, this setup stayed in place with the balaclava over the top. Held it right in place for me, perfect. I felt much more secure with this setup on. Was I more secure? Don't know. But I felt more secure and a heck of a lot more comfortable. Again, it's in the 30s in my area, so a lot of you people are in hot areas, so I don't know, you know, what kind of challenges you're going to be dealing with. But in my area, it's still cool. And the other thing was, since all of this was covered up, I fit right into my environment because they're used to seeing this kind of face covering all the time. It wasn't even a question. You know what I mean? So just something to think about. Instead of sitting around and worrying and all that stuff, try and get proactive. See what kind of things you can come up for yourself that might be helpful in a pinch. You know, if I have to transport somebody in an emergency, I want something that fits really well and will stay in place. Should I have to transport somebody that could be contaminated or infected? So just something to think about.